Hey, what's up guys? This is Commanderski here with Avilo. We are here to bring you
Metagame
update from Heart of the Swarm, patch number 6. This is a little different than our latest video. This is going to be after playing around with balance a little bit. Avilo will tell you.
Balance is my bitch.
Yes, it is.
But, so, this video is, what we're going to be discussing, or what I'm going to be rambling about, is post-beta patch 6 for Heart of the Swarm. Things have changed quite a bit. Well, not really, but, I mean, things have changed. We're going to go over all 3 races. I played a bunch of games as Terran, not Protoss this time. So, first of all, Terran versus Zerg. I've played, I'd say like 3, 4, 5 games so far that went into the late game. TVZ games that were pretty interesting because the players that I was playing against were using the Viper, and while the Viper is a really fragile unit, the Blinding Cloud, I didn't realize how big the radius had been changed on the Blinding Cloud. Now it's big enough that like one Blinding Cloud can cover like almost like 4 or 5 siege tanks, and so this is like absolutely huge for late game Terran versus Zerg. The Zerg can now go Viper, Roach, Hydra against Mech, and it's completely like it's way better than it was last patch. Like, to the point, there was one game where I was like solidly, like I was in the lead. I was completely in the lead, like the game should have been over, technically. But the guy had like 1 army left with like 4 Vipers. He cast like 8 Blinding Clouds on my army, and he just like killed my entire army, and I still won the game because I had such a huge economy lead and enough factories that I could remake my army. But like, just that alone showed me like, wow, the cloud now is like, it's really good, and I think that's actually good. Like, it's fucking strong. We'll see if they nerf it or buff it, or, well, I doubt they'll buff it at this point, but we'll see if it's too powerful or if it's just right, because right now it's definitely powerful, which is good. Like I was saying in my last video, there should be powerful things. I'm just not sure, like, from playing against this, it seemed like you could cast the cloud and it covers so many tanks. I had even spread out my tanks in one of these engagements. I had like spread out as much as I possibly could, and like 4 Vipers covered my entire tank line still with like 4 or 5 Blinding Clouds. So we'll see if they, if it's too powerful after like 2 weeks or something, they'll probably nerf it a little bit, the radius a tiny bit. You never know. So that's Terran versus Zerg. That's the change that I noticed the most. Terran versus Terran now, the mirror matchup. TVT, what has changed? Really, nothing has changed. TVT is the same as before. The only difference is the mine, the Widow Mine, the extra second burrow time. It's a little bit easier to snipe them with bio units as well as like Hellions and mech units. So nothing really changed TVT. It's pretty much the most intricate matchup, I think. It has even more depth now because of the Widow Mine. So that's TVT. And finally, Terran versus Protoss. This one, I'm gonna say that the Tempest change was actually terrible. The Tempest in late game is extremely strong, but now you have the ability to go Stargate, get Oracles. I actually played a game against White Raw where I was doing a like tank Widow Mine push, and just like in the last video that I made where I said theoretically having the Tempest this early is gonna break TVP like mech, like it's just gonna make mech really bad. I think the non-fleet, not having to build a fleet beacon was a little bit overboard, like way overboard. So I hope they change that back and make the Tempest actually require a fleet beacon, because right now it's, that change alone really hurts mech TVP a lot. You'll see games. I actually played, not only the game I played against White Raw where I lost to like 1 or 2 Tempests essentially, and Oracle Harass, but I played a Protoss versus Terran where the guy tried to go mech. I had a Stargate up already. I just started cranking out chrono boosting out Tempest to the point where it's like, oh, I have 5-6 Tempests, and the guy has like 2 Vikings. So it's like it lets you accumulate them too quickly, is what I'm saying, against Terran mech in particular. So they need to change that back and make it so you have to build a fleet beacon. That's my thoughts on the Tempest change. It was a little too strong, and then Protoss versus Zerg is too strong too. You can start accumulating Tempest with your Colossus, Stalker, Deathball way too early in the game. You'll start to see Protosses doing that against Zerg as well, just to make like a mega strong Deathball. So, but that's, you know, overall, I think the Widow Mine change was great all across the board. Give you 1 extra second to snipe it. The Viper change is great. It's, you know, it's strong as hell right now. You're gonna see people using those a lot more. And Tempest change, very bad. Makes it available way early on in the game. So that's my thoughts on the patch. I'll give you my thoughts later on after more games, but that's about it for now, guys. Thoughts after the patch, after beta patch 6. I think it was a pretty good patch overall, though.
Cool. So, all right, we're going to another ghetto gas station here. We'll be back with you.
We'll be back, guys. We gotta
shortly.
We gotta get some food and some liquid courage. See you guys next time.
See you next time.
See ya.